How long do you think we have until iPhones fully replace video cameras? Honestly, I've been asking myself this for years, and every time Apple drops a new iPhone, it gets a little closer to reality. Like the iPhone I carry in my pocket right now can shoot 4K ProRes log video at 120 frames per second. That's literally the same specs as my $4,000 Sony camera. But here's the thing, as awesome as iPhone cameras are, there's always been something missing. Well, I think that's finally changed, and it's because of this, the Flow 2 Pro from Insta360. It is a crazy smart AI tracking gimbal that costs just $160, and I am telling you, this thing has been a bigger upgrade for my iPhone than any feature Apple added to the iPhone 16 Pro's camera system. So what exactly is the Flow 2 Pro? Well, like I said, it's basically a supercharged AI gimbal that adds a lot of new filming features to the iPhone packed into a surprisingly portable package. So much so that I was pretty shocked that I was able to pack this just into my jacket pocket. All because of this ingenious design where to power it on, all you have to do is unfold the gimbal and you're ready to go. It also has a solid build quality made mostly of white plastic, but with a really sturdy design that doesn't feel cheap, and the motorized gimbal arm is rock solid, easily holding my iPhone 16 Pro Max in place. You can tell they thought a lot about the design throughout this product. Even small details like this little mirrored surface on the back of the gimbal arm lets you see a reflection of yourself so you can keep yourself in frame even when you're using the rear camera. Smart. Attaching your iPhone is easy too. You can use a few different accessories to connect it, like a standard camera grip, or my preferred way to use it is with the MagSafe attachment that just lets me snap my iPhone directly onto the back without any clamps. It's this type of easy connection that is an absolute must for me. And I'll admit at first I was a bit hesitant trusting magnets to hold up my expensive iPhone in place, especially in a chaotic city like New York, but after filming with this all day, on a very windy day too I might add, with lots of moving around, my iPhone stayed locked in place the entire time. So this is a very reliable camera system. Even the connection process is dead simple because it has Apple's dock kit integration. It works just like pairing a pair of AirPods. There's an NFC tag on the top of the gimbal, and when you tap your iPhone against it, a little pop-up shows up asking if you want to connect. Once you're paired, you can control everything, tracking, recording, all that good stuff, right in the iPhone's native camera app. No extra apps needed. That even means with the native iPhone camera app, I can set up the Insta360 to track me. So if I walk around the room, the camera stays locked on and focused no matter where I'm moving. It also means you can access all the native iPhone shooting modes like cinematic mode, slow motion, or the new 120 frames per second mode. And of course, that also means you get access to all the standard gimbal controls as well. This includes a center joystick that I can move around to tilt and pan the gimbal arm, and 4 buttons, one to record, one to flip the camera, and you can even double press it to instantly switch between vertical and landscape shooting modes. I mean, come on, that is never not going to be cool. I could do this all day. Of course, while being able to use different apps is great, I actually found myself using the native Insta360 app for most of my video capture for 2 reasons. The first reason is very simple. Every video I capture on the Insta360 app automatically saves to my iPhone's camera roll and not in some other library for an app that I don't use. Secondly, there's just a lot more advanced video shooting modes and features built into the native Insta360 app. One of those being the AI tracking mode. So while you can easily track people with the iPhone camera app, the Insta360 app allows you to track any object you want, and you can even edit what you're tracking even during the middle of shooting. Basically, I can drag my finger along the screen to create these AI tracking boxes, which stay locked onto the subject even if they move or change sides. Or for a quick run and gun situation, you can literally just press the trigger on the back of the Flow 2 Pro to start tracking the closest subject in view. Even walking around the busy streets of New York City with so many cars and people passing by, the Flow 2 Pro was locked onto my face the entire time, not losing a single beat. That's really cool. So basically we have the camera person holding the gimbal, and they're just kind of holding it back and just relying completely on the face tracking while they walk. So they don't even have to look back at what they're filming. It's literally just staying on track. I could see the phone moving on the Insta360 this entire time. That is crazy. A new feature with the Flow 2 Pro is the ability not only to track one object or person, but to track multiple people. Again, much like before, you can drag a box over a group of people, and the Flow 2 Pro will now use AI to keep its focus on those multiple people. The AI tracking is just so advanced. I tried to trip it up multiple times when I was using the Flow 2 Pro, and every time I just wasn't able to stump just how good the tracking is on this device. Even if I ran out of the camera frame and came back into frame, it knew instantly to put me back into focus. Now, you probably noticed my Flow 2 Pro sitting on this desk, and yes, while you could attach a tripod to this, like I said before, one of the things I love about iPhone is how hassle-free it is. I don't want to pack a lot of extra gear, and the Flow 2 Pro understands that philosophy because it also packs these hidden tripod legs, which slide out of the base, and they let me set this gimbal up onto any surface instantly. And it's really cool for getting some of those more intimate vlog style shots where you don't have to pack a lot of extra gear. You can just bring this to like a coffee shop, set it up, and start filming right away. No gates to jump through, no barriers. I love things like that. Although me being me, I was too fixated on the idea of having a nice round table to walk around in, and I was just blown away at how the gimbal was literally able to rotate an entire 360 degrees, keeping me track the entire time for like an Apple-style keynote presentation to everyone at the Brookfield Place Mall. I guess that's why the company is named Insta360. That makes sense. That makes a lot of sense now. I get it. 360 because it goes around 360 degrees. I graduated college. The dock kit integration is so advanced it even supports more than just traditional camera apps. One of my favorite non-traditional uses for this is to use this for FaceTime calls. I love how the Flow 2 Pro can track you with the iPhone's excellent camera. You can just plop this down in the center of a table, walk around and talk really naturally, and the tracking keeps you in frame the entire time. It's a really cool way to do video calls. And that also goes for apps like Instagram. So if you're running an Instagram live stream, you can have your very own camera assistant without having to pay them. That's even better. It truly is remarkable just how native this accessory feels to the entire iPhone experience. It understands every aspect of your iPhone's camera system, even down to fast lens switching and all the various video recording settings. It even enhances the built-in extra lenses with features like smooth zoom tracking shots with the 5x telephoto lens. It just takes what's already amazing about the iPhone's camera system and levels up its capabilities. Tracking zoom is so much fun because it really feels like you have a dedicated camera operator adjusting the zoom, which creates these more dynamic and interesting camera shots without having to do any of the hard work. You know I love that. If there's one overarching theme about the Flow 2 Pro, it's how easy it makes shooting content for so many different scenarios, and that includes just being an all-in-one camera studio, even down to the way it lets you completely remote control the gimbal from another smartphone, and you can even use your Apple Watch to control the Flow 2 Pro from afar. And yes, there is one more thing, because you can pull off some other shots with this gimbal that you wouldn't be able to on others, because there's one physical design trick to the Flow 2 Pro, and that is the hidden selfie stick that you can pull out to extend the distance between you and the camera. Not only does this act like a traditional selfie stick, letting you place your phone back more to fit more into the shot, but you can also push the iPhone camera down more or up higher so you can get things like a tracking crane shot or a tilt shot. And believe me, I am not the best cinematographer out there and usually more into the tech side of things, but even I felt pretty good about the shots I was able to capture, and they were pretty easy to pull off. It's another reason why I believe if you're into taking videos with your iPhone, this is a very simple accessory that levels up so many different aspects of your normal smartphone footage, and even more than a year-over-year iPhone upgrade would normally net you. The Flow 2 Pro does a lot. It eliminates all the traditional smartphone jittery, shaky footage that you're used to by now, letting you walk around and get insanely smooth shots like this, and at the same time, it allows you to more easily shoot yourself in multiple scenarios, whether that's a simple walk and talk vlog, setting your iPhone camera down for a more intimate shot, or having the Flow 2 Pro track you for more dynamic shots, almost like hiring your own camera assistant. The Flow 2 Pro is not only allowing me to use my iPhone camera in more versatile ways, It's also eliminating a lot of the traditional hassles I have when making videos, in a way that even a more expensive camera wouldn't necessarily solve, and that's priceless. The Flow 2 Pro is just 160 bucks though, so it's kind of like a no-brainer. It's a must-have for anyone serious about elevating their iPhone videography, and if you're ready to turn your iPhone into more of a professional-grade camera setup, check out the link in the description below and grab yours today. And go fast, because the first 30 buyers that use my link will get a free gift, that awesome MagSafe mount that I can't live without. All right, but let me know, what do you think about the Insta360 Flow 2 Pro in the comments below. As always, if you liked the video, please give me a like. If you want to see more, make sure you're subscribed. And you know how to do it one more time. I'll catch you on the next one.